Today is day 77. How many times have you done something 77 times? I mean, like 77 times. I couldn't tell you. I literally actually couldn't tell you. I actually could not tell you. I mean, maybe I've done 77 push-ups. I don't even know. I don't even know if I may have. I think I've done 80 in a row, but I don't even know. I might be capping. But 70, day 77. This is a 365 day daily read. So we're not even close to done yet. You feel me? Um, but today is day 77. Welcome to the stream. And without further ado, I'm gonna go over the chapters for tonight. So our first chapter, couple chapters are gonna be coming from Numbers 26, 1 through 51. If we're gonna follow that up, that's crazy. And then Luke 2:36 through 52. And then Psalms 60, 1 through 12, and then following that up to round up the night with Proverbs 11:15. Ooh, 11:15. If you know, you know. 11:15. If you know, you know. You know. If you know, you know. Oh, without further ado, Skittles, after that extremely random thing you open up the stream with, brother. But hey, it'd be like that. Without further ado, let's get into our first part of tonight's reading coming from Numbers 26, 1 through 51. So after the plague had ended, the Lord said to Moses and Eleazar, and to Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, from the whole community of Israel, record the names of all the warriors by their families, and list all the men 20 years old or older who are able to go to war. So there on the plains of Moab, beside the Jordan River, across from Jericho, Moses and Eleazar the priest issued these instructions to the leaders of Israel. List all the men of Israel 20 years old and older, just as the Lord commanded Moses. This is the record of all the descendants of Israel who came out of Egypt. These were the clans descended from the sons of Reuben, Jacob's oldest son, the Hanochite clan, named after their ancestor Hanok. Excuse me. The Palulite clan, named after their ancestor Palu. The Hezronite clan, named after their ancestor Hezron. The Carmite clan, named after their ancestor Carmi. These were the clans of Reuben. The registered troops numbered 40,730. Palu was the ancestor of Eliab, and Eliab was the father of Nemuel, Dathan, and Abiram. This Dathan and Abiram are the same community leaders who conspired with Korah against Moses and Aaron, rebelling against the Lord. But the earth opened up its mouth and swallowed them, the Korah, and fire devoured 250 of their followers. This served as a warning to the entire nation of Israel. However, the sons of Korah did not die that day. These were the clans descended from the sons of Simeon. The Jumulite clan, named after their ancestor Jumuel. The Jemunite clan, named after their ancestor Jamin. The Jachinite clan, named after their ancestor Jachin. The Zoharite clan, named after their ancestor Zorah. And the Shaulite clan, named after their ancestor Shaul. These were the clans of Simeon. The registered troops numbered 22,200. These were the clans descended from the son of God. The Zephonite clan, named after their ancestor Zephon. The Haggite clan, named after their ancestor Hagi. The Shunite clan, named after their ancestor Shuni. The Oznite clan, named after their ancestor Ozni. The Erite clan, named after their ancestor Eri. The Erodite clan, named after their ancestor Arodi. And the Erelite clan, named after their ancestor Ereli. These were the clans of God. Their registered troops numbered 40,500. Judah had two sons, and Onan, who had died in the land of Canaan. These were the clans descended from Judah's surviving sons. The Shilonite clan, named after their ancestor Shelah, the Perizzite clan, named after their ancestor Perez, and the Zerahite clan, named after their ancestor Zerah. These were the subclans descended from the Perizzites. The Hezronites were named after their ancestor Hezron, the Hamulites named after their ancestor Hamul. These were the clans of Judah. They registered their troops, numbered 76,500. These were the clans descended from their sons of Issachar. The Tolite clan, named after their ancestor Tola. The Puite clan, named after their ancestor Pua. The Jashubite clan, named after their ancestor Jashub. The Shimronite clan, named after their ancestor Shimron. These were the clans of Issachar, named after Issachar. These were the clans of Issachar. Their registered troops numbered 64,300. These were the clans descended from the sons of Zebulun. The Serodite clan, named after their ancestor Sered. The Elonite clan, named after their ancestor Elon. The Jalilite clan, named after their ancestor Jalil. And these were the clans of Zebulun. Their registered troops numbered 60,500. Two clans were descended from Joseph, named from Joseph through Manasseh and Ephraim. These clans were these were the clans descended from Manasseh. The Machirite clan named after their ancestor Machir. The Gileadite clan named after their ancestor Gilead, Machir's son. These were the subclans descended from the Gileadites. The Lezerite clan, the Lezerites named after their ancestor Lezer. The Helikites named after their ancestor Helik. The Ezraelites clan named after their ancestor Ezrael. The the Shechemites named after their ancestor Shechem. The Shemeites named after their ancestor Shemida. The Heferites named after their ancestor Hefer. One of Hefer's descendants, Zelophehad, had no sons, but his daughters' names were Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tisra. These were the clans of Manasseh. They registered troops numbered 52,700. These were the clans descended from the sons of Ephraim. The Shutelite clan, named after their ancestor Shutela. The Becherite clan, named after their ancestor Becher. The, ha- ta- the Tahanite clan, named after their ancestor Tahan. This was a subclan descended from the Shutelites. The Iranites, named after their ancestor Iran. These were the clans of Ephraim. They registered numbers 32,500. These clans of these clans of Manasseh and Ephraim were all descendants of Joseph. These were the clans descended from the sons of Benjamin. The Belalite clan, named after their ancestor Bela. The Ashbelite clan, named after their ancestor Ashbel. The Hamorite clan, named after their ancestor Ahiram. The Shuphanite clan, named after their ancestor Shufam. The Huphamite clan, named after their ancestor Hupham. These were the subclans descended from the Belites. The Ardites, named after their ancestor Ard. The Namites, named after their ancestor Naamah. These were the clans of Benjamin. They registered troops numbered 45,600. These were the clans descended from the sons of Dan. The Shuhamite clan, named after their ancestor Shuman. These were the Shuhamite clans of Dan. Their registered troops numbered 64,400. These were the clans descended from the sons of Asher. The Imnite clan, named after their ancestor Imnah. The Ishvite clan, named after their ancestor Ishvi. The Berite clan, named after their ancestor Bera. These are the subclans descended from Berites. The Heberites, named after their ancestor Heber. The Machilites, named after their ancestor Machil. Asher also had a daughter named Sarah. These were the clans of Asher. Their registered troops numbered 52,400. These were the clans descended from the Naphtali. The Jesilite clan, named after their ancestor Jazil. The Gunite clan, named after their ancestor Guni. The Jezerite clan, named after their ancestor Jezer. The Shilamite clan, named after their ancestor Shilom. These are the clans of the Naphtali. They registered troops numbered 45,400. In summary, the registered troops of all the Israel numbered 601,730. Ooh, that is a lot of people. I want to be respectful or professional. Hold up. Let me read these. Ooh, okay. Hey, what's up, Marta? How you doing? Yeah, I made it in time. You did, Cash, bro. Janiyah Coleman. If you don't mind me asking, are you reading? Yes, I am reading. What are you on about? I was reading all the tribes of Israel. There are so many clans, and it's a lot. Um, Mr. Corver version of the Bible you're reading, the King James. King James, yep, King James. Is it? It's just words it differently, yeah. Awesome score is my thing. I'm gatekeeper. That's pretty funny. Did you leave the basketball court? Yes, I did. I did. I did just leave the basketball court. He's still at the court. He's just playing a pretty. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I wish. I'm just joking. I'm glad to be at the crib. And now, chat. Let's get into Luke 2:36 through 52. Okay, Anna, a prophet, was also there in the temple. She was the daughter of Phanuel from the tribe of Asher, and she was very old. Her husband died when they were married, only 7 years. Then she lived as a widow to the age of 84. She never left the temple, but stayed there day and night, worshiping God and fasting and prayer. She came along just as Simeon was talking with Mary and Joseph, and she began praising God. She talked about the child to everyone who had been waiting expectantly for God to rescue Jerusalem. When Jesus' parents had fulfilled all the requirements of the law of the Lord, they returned home to Nazareth in Galilee. There, the child grew up healthy and strong. He was filled with wisdom, and God's favor was on him. Every year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the Passover festival. When Jesus was 12 years old, they attended the festival as usual. After the celebration was over, they started home to Nazareth. But Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. His parents didn't miss him at first because they assumed he was among the other travelers. But when he didn't show up that evening, they started looking for him among their relatives and friends. When they couldn't find him, they went back to Jerusalem to search for him there. 3 days later, they finally discovered him in the temple, sitting among the religious teachers, listening to them and asking questions. All who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. His parents didn't know what to think. Son, his mother said to him, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been frantic searching for you everywhere. But why did you but why did you need to search? He asked. Didn't you know that I must be in my father's house? But they didn't understand what he meant. Then he returned to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. And his mother stored all these things in her heart. Jesus grew in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and all the people. And that tonight, chat, is a very short reading. It's Luke 2:36 through 52, a little short reading tonight. And now let's hop into Psalms 61 through 12. Okay, you have rejected us, O God, and broken our defenses. You have been angry with us. Now restore us to your favor. You have shaken our land and split it open. Seal the cracks, for the land trembles. You have been very hard on us, making us drink wine that sent us reeling. But you have raised a banner for those who fear you, a rallying point in the face of attack. Now rescue your beloved people. Answer and save us by your power. God has promised this by his holiness. I will divide up Shechem with joy. I will measure out the valley of Sukkoth. Gilreed is mine, and Manasseh too. Ephraim, my helmet, will produce my warriors, and Judah, my scepter, will produce my kings. But Moab, my wash basin, will become my servant, and I will wipe my feet with Edom, and shout in triumph over Philistia. Who will bring me into the fortified city? Who will bring me to victory over Edom? Have you rejected us, O God? Will you no longer match with our armies? March with our armies. Oh, please help us against our enemies. For all human help, for all human help is hel- for all human help is useless. With God's help, we will do mighty things, for he will trample down on our foes. And finally, Proverbs 11:15. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's no safe, it's not safer. Hmm. Let's read that one more time. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. I don't know if I quite understand that second verse. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. I think I kind of understand what that means there. I might, I may need to read it a couple more times. And now, are you a man of wisdom and stature? Are you a man of wisdom and stature? Let me read these real quick. Oop. These know King James, most truest version of the Bible. I did not know that. How you doing, Heaven? How you doing? I watched a movie about God, and it was about how he was born. It's on Kids Netflix, and it's called The Star. Oh, I might have seen that. Sorry, I meant to say Jesus. Am I Christian? Jesus, God, BTW. I'm not sure if that is a question for me, Cash. This is what you start reading after you go to the fiction section of the library. Tell him that Jesus is God's son, and Jesus is not God. Yes, he is. Have you heard of the Trinity? Let me give you a verse to prove it. Whoa, guys, let's not kill each other here. John 10:30, I and my Father are one. Also, welcome back, Neve. Tell him that Jesus is not God because Jesus is God's son. It's pretty funny. Technically, everybody is God because everybody is God's children and we are made in God's image. And God makes nothing other than God himself. Sorry, bro. I got ticked or serious or when someone says something about a Bible that's wrong. It's all good. But let's get into this. Are you a man of wisdom and stature? Jesus grew in wisdom and stature. If we are his followers, we are called to do the same. Wisdom comes from reading God's word and knowing how to apply it. Stature comes from the things we accomplish and the reputation of our character. If we find ourselves lacking in either area, we can choose a different direction that results in a different outcome. Time in God's word, time with mature Christ followers, time serving God by us serving others with the gifts God has given us. Do these things and you will grow strong. I know I'm considered a God by people. Jesus God just in physical form. Fun facts. Yeah, everybody is. I'm not gonna cap. But you have to learn that with uh I explain this in a funny way. So if anybody's ever seen the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, right? Um, if you think about the Trinity, right? Just like because you said the Trinity cast, right? Um, everything is in threes, right? Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Um, but if you're missing one of the three, then you're likely to not do the one thing that's very important, which is love your neighbor. Because if you're missing one of the three, it's more than likely the heart, the love, right? The love is very important there, right? Because God so loved us that he sent his only begotten son. You got to have the love. The love is extremely essential. Without the love, you become one of those tyrannical people who find out they can do crazy things, right? And they find out about their true power because it doesn't matter. A person you can deem as bad can also also has access to this. But a person that you may deem as bad may not use the love aspect, which is extremely important. That's why that's the main commandment, which is to love your neighbor. They might not be using the love aspect of it, right? And so they'll abuse their power and they'll use their power to take over other people. They'll use their power to manipulate others. That's the whole point of the love part of it. It doesn't mean you can't have that power. That's why God says the wicked ones in the Bible, right? So has Candace been to the stream lately? I haven't seen Ken in a minute. And he's Candace working two jobs, bro. So it's understandable. But if you don't have the love aspect, and that's why God talks about the wicked ones in the Bible. In the Bible, it's taught about the people that are wicked, right? Because those people they still get what they want sometimes, right? But they don't know that abusing others to get what they want will lead them to fail in the end. That's the whole point of it, right? That's why you don't forget the love piece of it. So if you think about it this way, and it's another way to think about the whole big old triangles that we see all over the place called pyramids that we see, right? That it goes up just like this, right? And everything is a mimicry. Everything that we see outside of us is just something that the inside of us try to put in front of us so we understand things, right? So if you look at it, right, this is point A, and my navel is point B, right? But we meet here in the middle at the heart. That's the love aspect of it. If there's no love in here, you'll go straight up and down. If you go straight up and down, then you're more than likely one of those tyrannical people who think they can manipulate others to get what they want. And that is that's the those are the wicked people that are referenced in the Bible, right? If you want to reference that as what they are, those are the wicked people. They skip the heart aspect of the triangle of the Trinity and they go straight up and down. So they believe that they got this power and they can use it to abuse other people, right? But if you take the correct path here, right, then when you learn about all the ability, all the magnificence that God has already naturally ordained you with, right, then you don't use or all that power that you naturally have to abuse others. You realize when you have that love as a part of it, that the power that you receive is to help others find the same thing, so we can live, together and love each other like we're supposed to, like it says, love your neighbor. But if you skip that part, that path right there, then you feel me? You abuse other people, and that ain't cool. But those are the wicked ones. Those are the people that find out in the end that that's not cool. You feel me? And that's the point. So, but that's my thing. That's what I demonstrate here. You feel me? That's what I show, and that's why I'm gonna get back to my videos on the channel because you have to take the path to the heart first. You cannot skip the heart. You feel me? You cannot skip the heart. Now, you could, but you end up the wicked ones. You don't want to be them. They lose in the end. You feel me? So unless you want to lose in the end, I'd say don't skip the path. You feel me? But that's what that is. We'll get back to making those videos on the channel. And thank you for the like. Of course, sorry, I'm going off. I am just too religious and want people to know. Dude, in the Bible. And he hangs out with his girl a lot. On the hot pita chicken, it's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, you feel me? You gotta take the path. That's a triangle. That's a triangle. These everything outside of us mimics is something from the inside of us that they try to show us. It's imagery. We love God is an artist. You feel me? God has made masterpieces all over the universe. You feel me? God is an artist. He does, God does things in such an artistic way. You feel me? God is an artist. That's why each and every one of you is a magnificent artist. You feel me? Um, you just haven't tapped into it. If you have, and a lot of you have, a lot of you know a lot about your abilities. You feel me? And you practice them. But each and every single one of you is an artist in some way. What's your little baby? Are you a man of wisdom and stature? So, perfect. Ah, and, 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 and. Let's read Proverbs 11:15 because that's my birthday, so I feel like that's important for me to read. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's not safer to guarantee another person's debt. Ooh, but let's ask for wisdom. That sound like a bar, but let me ask for clarity just to make sure. I trust it for sure. So I'm gonna tell y'all that first, and then I'm gonna ask for wisdom, and then we're gonna see if I still get the same thing. Right. So let's read it one more time. Proverbs 11:15. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. Um, you know, don't God didn't tell you to sacrifice your soul for somebody else, right? That's a stranger's debt, you know. Um, so because you can't pay a stranger's debt. It's just gonna be two souls gone. You feel me? You can't pay that stranger's debt. It's just gonna be two souls gone, right? But I'm gonna be right back because I'm about to ask for clarity and wisdom real quick, and I need you to be still real quick so I can do my prayer, buddy. Okay? Okay. You know, that's what it is. I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word tonight. Okay, so let's read "Are you a man of wisdom and stature" one more time. So, um, okay, just like before, there's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. This is Proverbs 11:15. There's danger in putting up security for a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. Um, you can't pay the debt uh, for another person's soul, right? You can. That's the point of the teacher, and that's the point of um, it's not your job to lose yourself to try to save others. It's more you're more like a true north. You're more like one like the true north needle, right? You know, um, like an example type of thing, right? Because then there's two souls lost, right? A person has to choose to choose that path. They have to choose to change. You can't force them to do that. And in a way, by trying to force somebody to do that, there will be two souls lost. So you cannot guarantee a stranger's debt. It's safer not to guarantee another person's debt. Um, Rather than man be overtaken in fault, you which are spiritual, restore such, uh, and one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou be also tempted. What's the problem, man? I am not trying to be mean. You spot an error and you rush to fix other people's mistakes. Let's read this chat real quick. No fighting in the chat. Yeah, I can understand, but I'm a give I'm a as a person, and it's cool to want to help. By the way, it shows to correct the errors. It's it's more so that to be like a guiding compass. It's not to because you're not their parent. You cannot take the role of God in this situation. You are not someone's parent, right? You are not their father and you are not their mother, right? You cannot take God's role in this situation, right? So I just want to make sure I clarify this for you, Cash, because you are slightly aggressive. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. It's understandable when you're very passionate about something. It's understandable. But you do not take the role of someone's father or mother. You're more so a guiding compass. As a teacher, you are not the you're not the paddle. You have to remember you're not the paddle. The only way to for someone to learn or someone to actually take in what you're trying to share with them is if you share with compassion. Uh, People are more likely to be rebellious and to rebel if you try to lay down the hand. The law doesn't keep people in check. If you try to beat them with the paddle in the same way, they are more likely to rebel. There's more likely to be an uproar, you know? Um, so, and that's also not your position. So I just want to become a future street preacher. So that's why I do it. It's understandable. But I'd like to recommend that you know, take a moment. Like it was a word, I think it was a 75th or 6th day. It was this week or this weekendish, where everything. Only speak when directed by God to speak was the word. It was the 75th or the 76th day, right? Where it was saying where Balaam was being stubborn and he was riding a donkey. I don't know if you remember this story or if you went back to watch that stream, but Balaam was riding a donkey and the donkey was kept trying to stop, and the angel was trying to stop the donkey on the path because God told Balaam that because he wanted to talk to the Balaam about only speak when I speak to you, right? Don't tell them anything else. Don't say anything else to King Balak, Balaam, unless I say it to you. Only repeat to him what I say to you. But Balaam was going stubbornly to go to see King Balak anyways, but God wanted to stop him on the path. Well, the donkey got stopped 3 times, and then Balaam got angry and he hit the donkey. And then the donkey was able to talk. The angel made the donkey able to be able to speak, right? And the donkey was like, "Yo, why'd you hit me? Have I ever acted out like this before?" Why would you see that God is trying to show you that you need to correct the path? You need to stop and see what is trying to be shown to you in this way. And that this is what is trying to be shown to you here. Hey, if that's a path you want to take, then you're gonna run more people away than bring in with that heavy-handed approach, you know? That, uh you're not the law. You're not the law. So um yeah, that's understandable. But compassion, do you not remember the example I just gave where the path is you from here, take the navel to the heart, then here. If you go straight up in here, straight up and down, you'll take a tyrannical approach. You'll leave the heart out of the mix and you'll take a tyrannical approach, you know? And then that is the way of the wicked. Do you want to be deemed as the wicked? No, you don't. So take this path through the heart, through love, love your neighbor. You feel me? I appreciate that basketball. You take the path of the heart because you have to love your neighbor. You have to have compassion. That's why you take the path of the heart because you have to have compassion in these matters, right? You cannot just be trying to like be the lawmaker here, brother. It's not going to work. Um, well, it may work, but then you lose your soul in the end because you took the path of the wicked. Um, so, you know, take the path of the heart and to the mind. And then you get that wisdom and that clarity you need to be able to spread the word the way you want to. If you want to spread the word, then take that path. But okay, and then but let's read, "Are you a man of wisdom and stature?" one more time. So Jesus grew in wisdom and stature. If we're his followers, we're called to do the same. Wisdom comes from reading God's word and knowing how to apply it. Stature comes from the things we accomplish and the reputation of our character. If we find ourselves lacking in either area, we can choose a different direction that results in a different outcome. Time in God's word, time with mature Christ followers, time serving God by serving others with the gifts God has given us. Do these things and you will grow strong. So, you know, if you wanna help others, if you wanna spread, you feel me? Then spend a little more time with the word. Spend a little more time letting that word in your heart. Um, and not just don't just read it as uh, this and this and this. It's not a this and this and this thing. It's a you have to take it in type of thing. Because it's not just as you feel me. You gotta um, ask for wisdom, ask for clarity when you read the word, because there's some things in here that aren't what they seem. So um, when you first read them, so um, I would implore you to take a little more time with it. But before we wrap up tonight, with this part of the stream, we are about to do the 5K special right after this. The stream is not over. Sorry if I did take it with a mean approach. I'll try to be loveful. I appreciate that, bro. But this is going to be the end of the Bible stream. But we're about to do our 5K special. The wife is about to join me. We're about to get the packs out. We're about to get everything set up. So in about 15ish minutes, in about 15ish minutes. It's all good, Skid. We don't have to add any. God said, don't speak. Don't put down your brother. Don't put down your sister. So it's all good. But I feel like Cash got the point. Um, uh, I feel like he got the point. But Uh, we're about to do the 5K special, so I got about 100 packs. Me and the wife are gonna open about 100 packs here. So the wife, I'm assuming she just went upstairs, so she's about to get ready or whatever. In about 15 minutes, we're gonna start our 5K special. So if y'all want to come back and join us for, we're about to open like 100 packs of different types of packs. You see, I got all this stuff back here, so you know what I like to, I like to open. I like packs, I like cards and stuff. So I felt like this is a cool celebration. It took a little bit to get all these packs because buying packs right now is pretty hard with all the people that buy packs nowadays. They clear the shelves, empty shelves in every store you go to. So hope you guys enjoy. It's going to start in about 15 minutes around 9 o'clock. Maybe a little before 9 o'clock, but uh, uh, yeah, it's all good. Nobody. It's all good. Everything's cool. Well, it's like everybody argues. They're like brother sister type stuff or brother brother type. Everybody, no, nobody agrees all the time. You feel me? Nobody always agrees. If everybody always agreed, then somebody's being fake. You feel me? If everybody always agrees, then somebody's being fake. You feel me? So, uh, we're gonna slide though. So I hope to see y'all and when we do our 5K special in about 20 minutes. But let's hit this outro. If you're new here, if you haven't heard the outro yet, we all got that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. Thank you for joining me, and I appreciate y'all for always showing up for me, man. I really do. I really do appreciate it. Um, Today was day 77 of our 1 year Bible read. And if you want to stay tuned for more, day 78 is tomorrow. We're doing it for 365 days, the whole 2025. Um, and thank y'all for joining me. It's all good, bro. You can enjoy yourself, man. But thank y'all for joining me, man. I really appreciate it. I do. I really do. But we out. I'm gonna see y'all in a few. Peace.